Okay, today I wanted to do a lesson on the pre-solo part of Mean Streets. It's funny because everyone focuses so much on the two-handed tapping thing in the beginning. I think this part of the song is really overlooked, and I think it's one of the probably the coolest part of the song. It's a real great lesson in rhythm playing and keeping, you know, that strumming hand has to keep moving and chugging through the whole thing. So let's I'll play it through slow, and then we'll break it down. So it sounds something like this slow. That's the first part. So what we're doing here is we're playing octaves on the 5th fret on the D string and the B string on the 8th fret. So you're just playing these two notes and you're sliding up. Okay? And then from there, your hand's going to keep strumming. So you're sliding up. Then you're playing the B and G string, the G string on the 9th fret and the B string on the 10th fret. And you're pulling that off to the B and G string on the 7th fret. Okay, so it's... Okay. And then from there you're playing playing from the G string, the 7th to the 5th, and then down to the D string from the 7th to the 5th. Whoop. Okay, and in the meantime, while all that's happening, you can hear my strumming hand. It never stops, so it's. And then right after that pull off, you play 2 notes on the open A string. And that kind of sets you up. Michael Anthony is doubling that on the bass, so you can hear it really clear in the song. And that sets you up for the next rhythm section. So you're going... And then you're going back into that same pattern again. Okay? And then from there, you're going to slide down from the 4th on the G string and the 7th on the B string. You're going to slide up a half step. Okay? And then right after that, you're gonna bar these 2 strings on the 7th fret on the E and the B strings, and you're going to slide those up a half step. Okay, so the whole thing sounds like this, slow. And that's the first section. So it's okay. So after that slide up from the B and the E on the 7th to the 8th, you're gonna slide up again from the 8th on the B string and the 10th on the high E. You're gonna slide up 1 whole fret or 1 whole step. And that rhythm pattern is, and then upstroke. So you slide, you pick a downstroke and then slide and then hit the upstroke. So it's. And then you're going to go back into this same part here with the 9th and the 10th, 9th on the B, 10th on the G. And you're going to pull off to the 7th on the B and the G. So again, it's like this. And then you're going to go back into that same pattern. Okay, so I'll play the whole thing up to that point again. Okay, and then from there, you're going to go into, you're going to slide up with the, you know, I do it from the 7th on the G string, 8th on the B string, up 2 frets. Okay? And you're going to pull off again to the, it's the same pattern that are repeating, they're just shuffled around a little bit. So you're going to slide up and pull off to the 7th G and the B string. So that whole part again is, and then you're going to play this pattern again from the 4th fret. Okay, so here we go. So it's, and then you're going to slide up and play this part again from the 8th on the B, 10th on the G, on the high E, up to the 2 frets again. Okay, and then back to that same pattern earlier with the 9th on the G, 10th on the B. All right, so let me play that whole part again. Then you're going to play this pattern again, except from right there, you're going to go right back into this part, up from the 8th and the 10th again, up to the 12th and the 10th. And then from there, you're going to play the 7th fret on the B and the high E, and you're going to slide that up a half step twice. Okay, so let me start from back up from where we started this section. So it's, okay, and then from there you're going to play, you're going to slide up again. And then the last part is it stops on this one slide up here. And then it goes into the whole so I'll play the whole thing through. I know there's a lot there, and it's confusing, but it's a lot of the same stuff repeated over and over again. There's probably only like 3 or 4 different pieces, but it's just the way he reorganizes them. And one thing I will say about this is if you know, don't get frustrated with this, because it's really, for me anyway, I can't speak for you guys, but for me this was really hard to get my head around, and it took me a long time. When I first started playing this, I couldn't do more than like 3 or 4 bars at a time, and I would get totally lost. So just take your time with it and have fun. It's a really good exercise in strumming and keeping the 2 hands synchronized. So again, slowly the whole thing sounds like this, so you can put the pieces together.